Today, voters throughout the state will have a big impact on whether some schools will get funded.
So it is election day, and school levies around the region pretty much making up most of what's on the ballot right now. Fox 13's Brian Flores has more on what's at stake. Hi, Brian. Good morning.
Hi, guys. Good morning to you. Well, what's at stake is if these proposed levies fail, basically schools and school districts throughout the state will be getting less money. And in essence, what you're voting on is basically a continuation, renewing what you're already paying for in taxes. That being said, let's go ahead and talk about what's on this year's ballot, or this special elections ballot. A lot of it has to do with education, as we talked about. Seattle Public Schools. They have a $783 million proposal to improve the district's technology and facilities. That's on the line. Down in Tacoma, there's two levies that have been proposed. One would increase access to updated technology for kids of all demographics. And in the Olympia School District, they've also submitted levies of its own for technology and capital projects. School officials say this funding is so important to create a safe and productive learning environment. If we go back to Seattle, though, these are the flyers that we're showing you that volunteers were handing out within the district. In Seattle, the levy focuses really on two categories. Proposal 1 focuses on staffing, arts, athletics, food programs, education, and mental health. Proposal 2 is all about buildings and classroom technology.
I think a lot of people get confused about why do I even have to vote for, to fully fund our schools. And the truth is, this makes up, in many cases, 15 to 20% of most school district budgets. So local levies really bridge the gap between what the state funds and what our students and what our schools need.
One of the larger projects in the Seattle Public School District's plans are for a $67 million renovation of Memorial Stadium. That accounts for about 9% of the total bill between both proposals. Some other items to keep in mind: down in Puyallup, there was a bond vote that could fund perhaps a brand new police station, a jail, as well as a courthouse. Also down in Bremerton, the city council race. This was something that happened during the November election. There was a race for two of the city council members there, Mike Simpson and Anna Mockler. The Kitsap County Auditor's Office, though, they mistakenly sent ballots to another district. So essentially this election today is going to be a redo of that. In any case, election ballots need to be turned into an election drop box by 8 p.m. tonight. Guys, back over to you.